Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 299 for December the 5th, 2025. My name is Fraser. I'm joined on my left by Neil.
Hello.
And on my right by Dave.
Hello.
And his funky new camera.
A funky new camera. I know.
Go on, do
HD,
some tricks, Dave, with your new camera.
Is that...
That's why I had a shower and a wash and did my hair.
Yes.
Is the camera on a list of things to talk about, or is it just now part of the...
Sumo must have been here early. He says, immediately, Dave, your camera looks amazing. I don't know how you can see your camera. Because I can't see your camera.
I
look amazing. I've got the pretty filter on. No. Yes, the camera is one of the things I'm going to talk about.
Okay, cool. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Thanks very much for joining us again. It's good to be back. Another week has gone very slowly in the middle of the week, and then very fast. Very fast overall. It's very strange.
It's the passage of time.
Yes. All right. Well, I don't know what to talk about.
I was going to say, Lord and Quaxel are also in the chat because I thought I'd better add that because they were here early.
That's good.
Early doors.
Thanks very much for joining us.
I was going to say, before we crack on, I watched your video on your dog walk.
Lord's just...
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll talk about that. Yeah, I've got that in my things to do as well, so we can talk about that. Yeah, we'll bring that up. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, here we are, another week. I suppose we'll move on to football because there's been 2 game weeks since we've...
Fucking busy week on a FPL. Do we want to talk about real football stuff before we move on to fantasy football?
Sure. Let's not dwell too much on shit.
Should we talk about the World Cup bollocks?
Yeah. Yeah, as much as time as it deserves, which isn't much, to be honest.
Well, we can spend a lot less time talking about it than they actually spent drawing out the fucking World Cup draw that happened today.
You're not wrong. I mean, the first thing is when I looked at it on YouTube, and I didn't watch all of it by any means. I just skipped through. One, to go see my Prime Minister turn up. Like, first of all...
Did you actually want to tune in just for that?
No, I just tuned in. I just went on YouTube, and I think it was already like fucking 8 hours into it already. So I went back.
Not quite 8 hours. There might be a bit of an exaggeration.
So I skipped back and it started. And the first thing I was like, wow, that's a fancy place they're showing it. It's like, really? All those people turned up to watch people pull balls out of a ball.
Have you never seen these things before? They do this at Europa Champions League draws. There's always loads of people. Steve Clark's not normally there at the Europa Champions League, obviously. And people like that because it's clubs.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that something you'd fly in for? I mean, I guess Carney and the Mexican Prime Minister flew in for it. Where was it? Where did they hold it? It must have been in Washington.
It's in the US somewhere. Fucking Trump's not allowed to leave America, is he? I assume he's not allowed to leave. You don't let anyone else in. So,
well, anyway, yeah. So I don't know. It's pretty weird. I mean, I guess you got the prime ministers or whatever, or the presidents and prime ministers and presidents.
Isn't it weird how they picked their own countries out of the balls? Even though there was loads of different balls in their bowl, they all managed to pick their own country.
It was magic, wasn't it?
What's a fucking surprise, wasn't it? Anyway, that's about... I didn't really watch it, to be honest. I was watching it without the sound on via someone else's Twitch feed. Like my son was watching. I was like, it's Kurt somebody. I don't know who the fuck this guy was. He was watching the draw. And he had his headphones on and I was talking to my son as the draw came out. And then also typing on our Discord at the same time.
So come on, who's Canada playing in the group with?
I think we're in a group with Switzerland. That's all I can remember.
You can't remember anything else.
I have no idea.
Canada, like the chat on this guy's was like, "Oh, Canada have got an easy group." I was like, "I think Switzerland's are winning that group." But there we go.
There's no such thing as an easy group. I mean,
Did you see pot 4?
No, I haven't. Go on and talk it through. I mean, like in terms of a Canada, you know, any team can upset Canada, right? I mean, we're not a top.
It's the
5
World
team.
Cup. No. Saudi Arabia beat fucking Argentina, who won the last World Cup the last World Cup. So
it's football. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So who are England playing?
Croatia, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't remember the other two now.
There you go.
Oh, I'm so glad we were well prepared for it.
Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
Oh yeah, I said we were going to get Ghana. When it was weird because there wasn't allowed to be more than 2 European. Because it got to the last, they were in the last group, weren't they? Ghana was the last team, I think. Who was it? Panama. Yeah, Panama are ahead of Ghana somehow. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, it was like it got to a point. I was like, well, we're going to get Ghana here because like Ghana here. No, if we don't get Ghana here. Anyway.
That's show title.
That wasn't a planned joke. Honestly, it just literally just came out. Anyway, that's totally fucking threw me. But yeah, it got to a point where I was like, because you weren't allowed more than 2 European teams in the same group, or you couldn't have 2 African teams in the same group.
Yeah.
It was fucked up.
They tried to.
They basically rigged the entire fucking draw. So it was bollocks. But we ended up, yeah, like you say, Ghana and Panama. We should do okay, I would think, but who knows? I love the Scotland group.
Canada's in with Qatar and Switzerland, and then yes. I guess we get someone from the playoffs.
Oh, is it one from the playoffs? I can't remember which, because it was like I don't quite. I work no. There's 2 matches, 2 qualifiers have got 3 potential qualifiers. It's like, how the fucking sorting that out? Is there one team guaranteed and then 2 have got to play a playoff to meet that other team? I don't know which one it is. I don't know.
Everything's so convoluted in this.
There's too many teams in the World Cup. Why are there so many teams in the World Cup? There's 12 groups of 4, 48 teams. And that means you only lose 16 teams out of the 48 after the group stage to get to 32, which is obviously where you need to get to make it get to 2 at the end. So what the fuck are they doing? There was teams coming out in those draw. I'm like, Italy have not yet qualified. They're in the qualifiers. And there's teams in there already. I'm like, why are they in the fucking World Cup? What the fuck? Anyway.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Well, more teams, more...
More the merrier, apparently.
I mean, it's a World Cup. So, I mean, if you have I don't decry that. It's a World Cup. And if you're going to have like a massive competition and everybody, as many people will be involved as possible, the thing is, you don't want.
Well, they've already been involved. Everyone has to qualify for the finals. It's called the finals. The bit that we go watch.
Fair enough.
So there's too many fucking teams. It's just going to be a load of shit games that no one cares about. So
except the people who are in them.
Well, that's the other thing.
Respective millions of people who live.
No, like the Cape Verde, who've got like literally less people than live in Leighton Buzzard probably in the entire country. So what the fuck?
Like, things like the
no offense to Cape Verde, but
how did they qualify?
Because they did. They got enough points.
Good for them then.
Yeah. But yeah, things like the Golden Boot doesn't matter anymore. If you
can't compare eras anymore.
And you're playing Uzbekistan,
it'd be really fucking funny when Uzbekistan beat Portugal.
But Portugal are going to put 9 past them, easy.
Are they?
Yes, of course they are.
Well, they actually qualified, whereas Italy haven't. So
All right. Well, that's World Cup. Do we need to dwell on it?
There was a question before about World Cup. We might as well do that now while we're talking about World Cup.
Was it a question or was it more like a rant?
Well, it was Andy Cox said, "Did you watch the World Cup draw?" Question mark.
Well, we just answered
yes,
that.
we're just
How
talking
embarrassing do you think the Trump bit was? I don't know.
Which bit? The Peace Prize.
I don't know.
Why actually, are FIFA offering a Peace Prize? What the fuck have they got to do with Peace Prizes?
But I'd heard that was a given that he was getting it.
Oh, everyone knew he was getting it.
Yeah.
But why have they got a Peace Prize? It's football. It's not supposed to be political. It's a sport.
Well,
just speak about Saudi Arabians, owning teams and shit.
Follow the money, Neil. Follow the money.
He did ask the question: how do you think your countries will do on the first round? I assume that means the group phase.
Yeah, in Canada, I think we'll probably get through. We're not.
Well, you've only got to finish in the top 3 with an half decent record to get through.
Is that how they're doing it then?
I assume it's
only
8
one
the
is
best
getting
top
eliminated.
2 definitely through, and then I assume it's the next 8 best or whatever qualifiers or something. Whatever the maths are, I can't remember. like I say, you need to get to 32 out of 48. You've got to lose 16 teams. So yeah, 8 teams, 8 best places, 8 best third places.
So I'm guessing this isn't for also like we don't know who's playing where yet. It's literally just.
Oh no. And we don't know which. Well, Iraq are in it. Are they in US group? They're in the US group, man. That was one that came out. It was a bit like that's quite a good one. It's quite a nice little turn up for the books.
Group D is the US, Paraguay, and Australia.
That's only 3 teams.
Oh, that's handy because
Oh, is it Iraq could be through in their group? They've got to go through a qualifier. Yeah, I think they're in one of the qualifiers. They've got a playoff.
I don't think I think if Iraq go in, I don't think there's going to be many.
I don't think there'll be many fans there.
To America.
You want to see the United States in with Somalia, Iraq, and
Venezuela. Venezuela. Bang them in as well.
Yeah. Very good. All right.
Unfortunately, they didn't qualify for the World Cup. I think England will probably quit through, but there we go. They should fucking do it.
What about normal football, Neil?
Normal FPL? It's been a bad week, lads. Been a rough week for me.
You've lost some positions.
I've gone down in the rankings, but I'm still ground. I'm like in the top 4,000 now. So it's a bit shit.
You better pull your finger out then.
Tell me about it. Yeah, so I'm top at the moment. 913 points. Got 65 last week. You didn't get top score, Fraser, but you are up to second with 71. 821
Yeah, I had a
points.
shocker midweek, but I had an okay.
Midweek?
Sorry, I had a shocker last weekend and a good midweek.
Yeah, well, I had okay.
A blinding week, Fraser.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Well, I do, but I didn't expect it. That's for
Didn't have the best week. I haven't written up this week's latest scores because I can see Mark Allport on 89 points for the week. I'm not sure that was the best, is it? But it feels like that's probably the best of the midweek games. I don't know what chips have been played because I haven't got round to looking at that yet because the points updated overnight and I've been at work. So, yeah, it's a bit of a change. It's been up and down. Like Andy Cox, I feel like we were in second the other day, and now he's back down to fourth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a bit of movement around in the top 5, just not the top 1. You know what I mean?
We're coming for you. I gained ground on you again, Neil.
You gained ground on me, but it's like I'm still maintaining like the same gap between first and second because you lot all keep jubbling around, whereas I'm just about the same amount of points ahead of second all the time. So long may that continue.
I wish you luck, but I'm coming for you.
All right. You gained 6 points on me last week. Well, this midweek anyway. So I'm not sure how many weeks you need to gain on me. But anyway, I haven't done enough. Personally, I was a bit bummed like this week, midweek. I feel like I need to. We're getting. Before we do anything.
I feel like you need to make some changes.
I do want to make a few changes. Because Bournemouth have been fucking shit for about the last 4 weeks. And I had 3 Bournemouth players. I got rid of one, and I've still got 2. And I feel like they both need to go because they're shit. Which means they're going to do really well this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking to get rid of Semenyo, but I feel like it's still Semenyo. And at some point, he's going to bang in a load of goals or assists or something.
Yeah, so just after you transfer him out, usually.
Of course.
Yeah, so
I put in a couple of Chelsea players there. Absolute.
That was a bad idea in midweek, wasn't it? Because they were shit. They lost to Leeds.
Yeah.
They were fucking used. The draw. What did they do? Draw with Arsenal. Potentially could have won that game if they hadn't had their main man sent off. But as soon as their main man goes, Caicedo, this is by the way, when they don't have him, they only win 25% of the games.
Oh, there you go.
But when they have him, they win 52%. I was like, that's still only half of their games. So it's not like he's like guaranteed to win. So,
no, I don't know how much stock I put in that.
Yeah. There's a lot of other things that maybe happen when they don't have Caicedo. Maybe they don't have half their other good players either because they've rotated them around a bit. But who knows? But Yeah, a bit of a stinker from Chelsea. Put Chalobah on the bench last weekend when he scored against Arsenal. Had him in my team this week when they fucking lost 3-1 to Leeds. Of course. So, anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Premier League football. I don't know if I can be asked to go through. It was just too much to go through.
That's all right. Just go through the table.
It's
Go
2
through the
weeks of
tables
games.
and let's move on.
Yeah, Hill second. Beautiful Spurs up to third. Andy Cox down to fourth. Christian up to fifth. Lewis. I think he's been taking a few hits
Down.
lately. Down to sixth. 112 points behind.
Luch 7th.
Second place American is in 7th overall, 770. That's a bit of a gap there. The top 5, top 6 are, the 2nd to 6 are doing okay. They're pretty close. Other than that, come on, lads, you've got to catch up.
Your brother, your son. He's doing a good storm up the table.
He's on the march. He's
on the
giving
march,
it. He's giving it the verbals.
Oh,
I'm coming for you. I'm giving it.
Yeah, he does. I'll give it to your son. He gives it the large, and he does deliver.
Yeah. So he was not happy with the Man United game. I don't think he had in Burmo, and he's off obviously soon. He's got maybe 1 or 2 games left, and then he's
out of here.
Where's he from?
He's Cameroon. So he's off to the AFCONs. Yeah, so quite a few players. What I was going to say before we started waffling on was this is the last game you can use up all your transfers before you get bumped up to 5. So after the deadline, you will immediately be given 5 free transfers for the following weekend.
I can make a
So if you've got 2 transfers and you think, I need to get rid of these 2 players because they're shit, do it tonight.
Right.
Do it tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Because you will automatically get 5 after the deadline, the next deadline, as we speak right now on the 5th of December, whatever it is. Is that right? So obviously they're just now doing all their transfers, not talking to me.
Yeah, that's right. How did you know?
Bottom of the league, we better just mention Gary had a good week a couple of weeks back because the Forest did okay. They did okay this week, actually, didn't they? Midweek, they beat somebody, but he's the bottom. And Kev somehow is ahead of Gary, despite taking I don't know how many. He's probably lost 100 points of hits already, Kev, but he's not bottom of the league.
That's what he does.
Might be different when we look at the head. And Chipper Spice, 3rd from bottom. Mike Redmond back on form, 4th from bottom. Dave, you've gone down to 5th from bottom.
I had a bad week.
Honestly, Dave, that's an absolute stinker. 38 points.
Yeah.
I'd thought
You should be ashamed of yourself.
That's 20 points below the average, as far as I'm aware.
I know. I've made some changes. Don't worry.
Have you? You bring Haaland. Fine.
Did you bring Caicedo in?
Are you still sticking to Salah? He is, isn't he?
Changes.
Right, and you've only got, by the way, it's week, what is it, 15 coming up. By week 19, you need to have used up all of your chips the first half of the season. I haven't played any
chips.
Well, you've got until week 19 to use them. Otherwise, they're gone. So for you personally, Dave, I would recommend save your wild card for week 19. Do just focus on maximising the points of the transfers for the next 4 weeks or whatever, and then in 19, use your wild card, go into the next 19 weeks with a fresh team, ready set up for a good month or 2, because you get another wild card in week 20.
Right. So come on, Salah must play. They're playing Leeds.
He's going to play the next 2 games probably, and then he's gone.
Right. I'm triple captaining him now.
A couple of weeks at least.
If he's playing Leeds,
this could be his week.
Leeds, who just beat Chelsea.
He's been but Chelsea fucking shit. Second in the league.
And Liverpool, and of course Liverpool haven't been shit at all this season.
No, they've been fucking amazing, obviously. But Salah has been rested the last 2 games. He's been started on the bench the last 2 games. Didn't play at all in the first of those games. Played a half. So he's got to play
Yeah.
the next 2 games, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because then he's gone.
Oh, and now I can't use any other chips. Fuck.
No, you can only use 1 chip a week, Dave.
Oh, for God's sake, it's so complicated.
It's not that complicated. You can't wildcard and bench boost and triple captain in the same week.
It's
that would be
complicated
cheating.
when you come in at week sort of 14 or whatever it is with no knowledge of the rules and trying to learn them on the fly. In the
It's
middle
not
of a
like
live
they've put the
podcast.
rules out there at the beginning of the season
Yeah.
for people to
So,
read.
and
we
I've
haven't
only
been
played
doing
this
this.
for like 2 years. But,
3.
Oh,
All right. How are we doing in head-to-head?
Right, head-to-heads, the story is... Oh, I thought I'd clicked on this to make it show the league, but apparently not. Right. Daisy Reed beat Luis Estevez. Mark Allport beat Gary DeFelice. Pilch Reed beat Mike Redmond. Fraser, you lost despite scoring 71 points to Elusive Man. He scored 78.
Yeah, no, well done, Mark.
Lou, my wife, scored 52 against Chris Jackson's 50. Kev must have not taken any hits last week because he scored 67 points and beat the average, who got 58. I fucking hell beat Christian by 1 point. I hadn't looked at this until just now. I didn't realise it was that close.
Nice.
Dave, you lost to my boy 72 to 38. Luciano beat
a chance, wasn't I gonna? No.
Mr. Kinsit 58 to 55. And Chipper Spice 54, third from bottom in the main league, beat Andy Cox 51. On top, 6 points clear of Mark Allport and Elusive Man. Big gap there now between 3rd and 4th. Joint second is 33, 4th place 24. Bit of catching up to do there. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on 24. Andy Cox there, one of the people on 24.
Neil miles away.
Not really. From you lot, not from second. Kev, bottom, 6 points.
I feel like that.
He won
Kev
again.
is-
He's
Kev
won
is the
2
resurgence.
games.
It's the resurgence. I can
Just
feel
won
it.
2 out of 14. But I didn't mean to laugh quite that much. But he's lost himself a lot of points.
Yeah, well,
But
don't judge him.
there he is. Strongest team in the league, as they say, on the bottom.
All right, is that football done?
That's enough.
Are we
football.
done with football?
So that was
That's
quite
enough.
a bit of football.
All right, let's move on to listener stuff. Pilch says, "Hi gang, question: was it a penalty? Answer: was it fuck?" He's
Did you
talking
watch
about
Spurs,
Burn pulling,
Newcastle.
being
Well,
pulled down in.
he wasn't
the
pulled
penalty
down, was
area?
he? You could see Betson's both his arms out to the sides. He's not pulling him. He's not touched him.
It was a penalty. You
Shut
can see
up.
Burn tries. You shut up.
Burn is
Talking about
fucking.
penalty. Don't be so rude.
He would have pushed him over. If he
Huh?
he could have just fucking shoved him out of the way. if he
Burn
wanted
tries to pull away, and his arms are wrapped around him.
He's not though.
and he then caught up in him. Unless I'm looking at the wrong penalty, which I'm
I
not.
think you might be.
No. It was a penalty.
Is it fuck? Well, when someone gives a penalty against your team that's the same, don't come crying to me.
It's not even your team. Why are you? Look
I'm
at
not
you
crying.
flying the flag. Why are you flying
not
the
flying.
flag for it?
But
Why are
I'm
we having
flying
an
the flag
argument about
for-
this?
Let's not give shit penalties away.
I didn't. Okay, so hang on a second. So it goes to VAR. The referee, they all think it's a penalty. I think it's a penalty, but you don't think it's a penalty. Pilch doesn't think it's a
That's
penalty, but
fucking-
you and Pilch obviously fucking run the
Well, it
FA
wasn't
or
just me
whatever
and
have
Pilch, was it?
final say on this. You sound like
No.
Stu Fowler citing
No.
his fucking English teacher as the definitive fucking
Oh,
way to
here we
pronounce
go.
Marie.
Marie, I think you'll find it's pronounced.
It's Mary.
No, it's pronounced Marie. Anyway, I don't think it was. It was like they've given like what was the one? There was one.
Literally
Where-
got asked, was
wait.
it a penalty? I answer the question and they
Right.
fucking get a shut up.
Okay.
Ain't it, but your
Yeah, shut up.
attitude's bad.
Anyway.
No drinky rudeness.
Do you remember? I think it might have been Newcastle, where I think it might have even been Dan Burn. Pushes Gabriel in the back, scores a header. Not a foul. I'm like, if that's a foul, that's not a foul, then that's not a penalty.
You're doing whataboutisms.
No. Well, that's what is. It's
You're now
either
talking
a
about
foul
other.
or it's
You're
not.
now.
It's
You're
either a
now
foul
talking.
or it's not. That's not a foul.
Yeah, but
If
you're
that's
talking
not a
about.
foul,
I think
then
it-
that's not a
look,
But
foul.
you're talking about a completely different incident.
Well,
Neil.
Look,
if someone gets pushed in the
problem with
back,
this-
that's usually a foul. But apparently,
not
when
talking
Dan
about
Burn wants to
incident.
score a goal, it's not a
The,
foul.
the
No, no,
problem
no, no,
is,
no, no, no.
it's completely subjective. Like it depends on the referee at the time. Some referees are more strict than others.
Well, the problem
Right, but
is
I'm saying
all of our
but
referees are
that's the fact.
fucking shit. So
Oh God, he's in that loads.
Oh, you're gonna get some hate mail from referees now.
I didn't say all referees are shit. I said all of our
Yes, you did.
referees are shit. No, all of our Premier League referees. Pretty sure they don't listen to the podcast. They're shit.
Maybe they do.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
You never know.
Well,
I'm going to
Stuart,
write to them.
apart from
I
Stuart
think they
Atwell,
have a
obviously, because
very
he's a
hard
Luton
job,
fan, famously, so he's obviously the best
and they should
referee
be
there is.
applauded for the work, the hard dedication and work that they do.
Honestly, VAR has been nothing but a fucking shit show since it came in. They might as well not fucking bother. The whole point of VAR was to stop all the arguing, and it's done nothing but make even more fucking arguing. So just get rid of it. It's fucking pointless.
I don't agree. I think
they
VAR.
should-
You're just
I think
arguing.
they should- I think they should stop the game and they should put a vote on the internet.
Yeah,
and
let's do
take
that.
the majority.
They might, honestly, it could happen.
Like, give it a minute, and yeah, like,
Neil's got his pitchfork.
Honestly,
I
what
don't
was the
know
one?
why.
What who was it? Was it Forest Gate, where there was an offside goal, and it was quite obvious within about 5 seconds that there was a man literally right in front of the goalkeeper who was offside, and they took 5 fucking minutes to decide whether he was offside and interfering with play. I was like, how is this taking so fucking long? He's right in front of the goalkeeper, and it's clearly offside. It was a Forest goal that was disallowed. They eventually disallowed it. I was like, how did that take fucking 5 minutes? Everyone watching is like, well, he's offside. He's literally right in between the goalkeeper and the guy who's headed the ball into the back of the net. Offside. Why is it taking 5 minutes?
So they're probably there like arguing. Well, he didn't touch the ball, but yeah, he was.
He didn't touch the ball.
Like,
I'll give him that.
with
The guy who was offside didn't touch the ball, but he's quite clearly directly between the goalkeeper and the guy who does
You know
hit.
what was happening?
Yeah,
It went to VAR, and they're up there in the booth, and they're like, "We better fucking get this right, otherwise you're going to hear from Neil on the Steel podcast about this."
Exactly, and they're fucking hearing about it anyway, even though they got it right.
All right.
Don't take 5 minutes to make an obvious decision.
Right, Pilch. I don't know how a question about a Tottenham Newcastle game has got him so fired up, but well done. Andy Cox says, "Did you watch?" Oh,
We've watched that one. We did that
one.
one.
We've done that one.
Did
Chip
that
Spice
one.
says, "I'm all in."
Well, he said, "How embarrassing do you think the Trump bit was?" I don't know.
I don't know which bit was that. To be fair, that could have been the Peace Prize bit. There was also the bit we forgot to mention where it was dancing to YMCA.
Hey, look,
I say dancing. That's a loose.
I like when Trump dances. That's all right. He makes me
It's
laugh.
not really dancing. And
Yeah, it's
Andy
shuffling,
made a
yeah.
little quip in the other footy channel. It's like he probably couldn't remember the chorus.
Chipper Spice says, "I'm all in on England and want Saka to win the Golden Boot."
All right.
I don't think he'd
Thanks,
be a
Chip.
Golden Boot winner, would he?
I think Harry Kane's probably going to score most of England's goals.
Right.
But that's just the way it is with England.
All right. Thanks everyone for the input. Much appreciated. All right, let's move on then to what we've been doing. All right, Neil, you're back with us. Take a deep breath.
Fuck 'em.
Like, do your zeng. Okay.
Yep, there we go. Neil, you have nothing in there. You've not been up to
Yeah.
anything?
I've not been drinking as much in the week. I had a couple of glasses of wine and a couple of beers in the week, and other than that, I haven't really had a drink.
Oh, fucking! Well, you and fucking.
I
Pinky
did
and
drink
Perky-
quite a lot
Pinky
on
and
Saturday
Perky on
last week.
Saturday night. Holy shit! Pair of you.
Well, after
Yeah.
that night, I was like, I ain't drinking for a few days.
Did it start off on Sunday morning? I'm never drinking again.
No, I wasn't
And then
ill or
it
anything. I was
slowly
just
veered
like,
after.
I was woke up. I was like, man, I was fucking steaming. I can't be drinking for the next few days.
Do you remember
So-
buying York Raiders?
Yeah. I remember. I do remember most things, the important stuff.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
didn't order a
That's good.
T-shirt or anything random. So
No. it made me laugh because I was like, I don't want it, and you bought it for me, and Matt was hammered as well, and he was going, I'll pay for half of it, and there was one point where he goes, no, I want to. I said, you sure you want to pay for half of it? And he goes, yeah, of course I want to pay for it because, and I went, because you're pissed? He goes, yeah, I think that's why. I thought, I'm not going to accept this. We'll see how. I didn't accept it in the end.
I know you didn't. You said spend the money on kids, and I was a bit like, don't worry, they'll be getting some money spent on it.
I knew that would resonate with you. But thank you anyway for the thought. It was much appreciated.
I might buy it for you again tonight.
Depends how many beers you have, really.
But I have a couple more.
I told my son, I went, oh yeah, they bought me Arc Raiders, but I didn't accept it. He bawled me out on that one. He was like, oh, you should have accepted it. Then
it's cheaper for us than it is for you.
Yeah.
Is it a family sharing job, is it?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
All right. I've got a couple of things on there. If you're done, Neil, if we can just move on.
I haven't done anything other than not drink.
He says drinking. First on there, I have my dog Paw. So I went out, took my dog out to the forest a couple of weeks ago, literally a couple of weeks ago. And, well, not literally a couple of weeks ago, nearly a couple of weeks ago. And
Can we tie it down to a specific day, please?
Well,
because I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight unless I know.
No, I know. If it was in 2 days' time, then it would be 2 weeks ago, but it's not. So I can't be careful saying literally. No, I like to call people out on the misuse of literally. Yeah, and when we're in the forest, we're walking with my buddy. He's got 2 dogs, so they're herring around all over the place. Anyway, it looks as though, and he's done this before. He caught, like, the thumb.
You're saying he as in your boy?
My dog, yeah. So higher up on the paw is the thumb, right? Whatever. And anyway, I think he caught it. He split the nail open, and he was like, in the evening, he was yelping as I grabbed him and manhandling him as I always do. I'm always wrestling him and shit. Anyway, he was yelping, and so he split the nail. And he's done it before.
Dew claw, yeah.
Yeah, the dew claw, yeah. And so I sort of strapped that up, just covered it up to stop him getting at it or whatever. And I thought, it'd take a little while to heal up or whatever, but it'll sort itself out. But yesterday, the whole thing fell off and just exposed right underneath, like this red raw underneath of his basically the bare nail or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's like having a nail fall off.
Bed. Yeah.
It's like the nail degloved off the whole thing.
Imagine right? One of your thumbnail came off. How much that would be nice.
Yeah, no. So the poor guy. So so we've had that. So I've been playing nurse for basically 2 weeks, looking after him on that one and whatever. So that's been pretty grim. But I think he's going to be fine.
Back?
Yeah. I think he'll be fine. So it's actually better now.
Growing nail or anything.
No, it's better now. It's off. I think when the nail is on and it's all split and it's hanging and whatever, it's painful for them, right?
Yeah.
So whatever. I took my GoPro out last week. I did a walk around the neighborhood. So Dave, you said you watched it. I popped a little vid up there. Yeah, so that was pretty neat. Just a trial.
It's really snowy and you went into the cemetery and.
Yeah, it was the perfect morning for it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You said something about Burger Ben on your comment on there. I didn't understand what that meant.
So I thought there's a cemetery that you went into that it looked like the name was Burger Ben Cemetery.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't know if it's got it. I don't know what the name is.
Looking.
I thought it was just Milton Cemetery, but I don't know. That's where I live, by the way, people.
But there's
Burger Ben.
I live in Burger Ben.
There was a Toto pole.
Basically, they do this quite a bit, or they've done it a lot in there, where I guess they've had the big trees, they fall or whatever, mainly willow trees, I think, right. And then they just
make a few cricket bats out of that.
Yeah, they cut the stumps like at about the 10-foot mark or something like that, and then they the trunks, and then they carve them. Yeah, so quite a few of those in there, which is pretty neat.
Do you remember I was talking about Burko? Was that last week?
Sorry, I can only handle one of you at a time.
Just before I forget, there was a totem pole in Berkhamsted. I don't know why, but there is.
Oh yeah, was it from Canada?
It's quite a large one. I don't think so.
Why not? Where'd they get it from? Who else sends totem poles out and about?
Do Canada send totem poles around the world? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a massive totem pole that goes to
Norway.
somebody's got a massive totem. Isn't there one in the Natural History Museum or
I
something?
don't fucking know. I don't know anything about
Well,
totem
no,
poles.
exactly. You don't know.
I'm relying on you here. Anyway, sorry,
Well,
Dave.
I might
You had
tell
a probably sensible comment to make.
We're gonna have trouble.
I was just
We
gonna
had
say,
trouble with
like,
him tonight, Dave.
is there like a big not Aboriginal, that's the wrong word, but
Indigenous.
Definitely is.
indigenous
Definitely is wrong.
I think is the word we're using these days.
population, and yeah, is there a big indigenous community where you live?
Not noticeable. I
Not
mean,
anymore.
not round. Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have reserves, so you can. So about an hour away, there's a reserve.
Okay.
So and we were up there. We went to a powwow there. Did I talk about that? I think on one of the podcasts where all the tribes came from all across North America and they do their dancing and stuff like that. It was really cool.
The dancing.
No.
What, like YMCA, is it?
Yeah, and no, not like YMCA, no, but a lot better. So yeah, there's that representation, and then some people can still have. I think there's like tax exempt cards if you're Indigenous. There's all sorts of things going on here. I don't know. Anyway, that's
freeloaders.
Not being Indigenous, not being in. Neil said that, not me. Not being Indigenous myself.
Just colonizing it.
Yeah, just taking advantage of the spoils.
Mint Safe's in the chat now. It says evening shots.
No, it looked awesome. Looked lovely.
Yeah, so I got
really
the
nice.
so it was nice to do that because I wanted to send some videos to my dad to watch because he knows the area and wants to see stuff or whatever. So I bought a new clip for my GoPro, which here you can see. No good for audio listeners, but it's a clip there. So I'm gonna got that for doing a forest walk hopefully this weekend. Like I'll clip onto my pocket of my jacket or onto like a whatever it may be.
A dangly dick.
So you can take some videos of old dangly dick. It's my dog's new name. Are
you still happy with GoPro?
Yeah, I don't think the quality.
I thought the quality was quite good. I thought
the quality's okay. It's not that great in the lower light, so we'll see what it's like when I can get out into some daylight. I haven't really done a test yet of that, so we'll see. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, it's fun to fuck around with it.
You're going to buy a new one.
We'll see how we go with this one. So,
going to go full on like 4K. What's your one, Dave? Like it's got the magic stick.
Yeah, it's 360. Yeah, 4K. Well, actually, it's more higher than 4K because it's 2 4Ks in 360. So it depends on how you view it, but yeah, or present it.
It's like having a little drone following you around on a stick.
Yeah, well, it's getting a bit cold now to fuck about with that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's cold here now. Holy shit!
I bet it's colder there than it is here. It's been fucking raining. Surprise, surprise.
I had a bit of frost this morning.
Oh, good.
Oh, nice. The other thing I have on my list is my neighbor rang the doorbell last night, and he said, "Is this yours?" And he found a chocolate cake on my car bonnet, on the hood of my car.
Right.
I was like, "Well, it's not mine, but I mean, it's on my car. I guess I'll take it and ask around."
I'll claim it.
I don't know. I said, like, I have no idea. I'll keep
Was it from your daughter's bakery though?
No, it's like a store bought in a plastic case cake or whatever. I don't know.
It's Costco job, is it?
Is it anyone's birthday?
No, no. Well, I have no idea.
Is this still a household mystery then?
Yeah, this is the current mystery. The cake. I spoke to one of my neighbors. She has no idea.
You should start a separate podcast about the mystery cake.
Yeah. Well, yeah. True crime.
Yeah.
Only
Something
cakes
like
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, there you go. Only cakes in the car bonnet. So it's odd, to say the least. Anyway, I'm checking the expiry date. It's got a few days for sure.
You're going to tuck in if it gets to the last day and no one's claimed it.
Yeah. So if it gets to a few days and we still haven't solved the mystery, then I'll cut it in half and take half around to my neighbor and throw it in his face because he's a dirty gooner. The pair of us watched the match together on Sunday.
How did that feel?
How did
that go? Was it like you think you were going to do it? You think you were going to do them for a bit and then?
Well, it's pretty early on. We went the man down, so you're like, ah, shit. But then
You played better with
We
that with
scored,
10 men
and
than
we
they did
scored.
with 11.
So
So
who knows, right? It was
maybe you
more
should
on
try
him.
playing. What I suggest Chelsea do the next time they play a shit team like Leeds is just get a man
Just
sent
roll out
off
10
and play
guys.
play fucking really well with 10 men.
Well, just have one guy stand in the corner and do nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't play everyone on. No, you'd have to stand him on the halfway line or something.
I wonder if that like really focuses the team. If go a man down and like, right, okay, we need to like proper stay in formation, and like it focuses them a bit more to.
Well, it sort of screws up the other team as well, right? Because they're built to be
All
playing
their
against
plans have
11
gone out of
guys.
the window. You'd think they'd have a plan for playing against 10 men, considering Chelsea have fucking had about 7 red cards this season. So.
Anyway, enough about Chelsea. Dave, what you got on yours?
So because of Black Friday week, basically, I basically done all my Christmas shopping and all that shit. And
Did you spend some money on yourself instead then?
I did buy a new camera for myself. That was my early Christmas present for myself. But yeah, like I don't know why I tried to organize all the packages to be sent on one day, and said just all at the same time. No, fuck that. Like honestly, it's been a week of random, like throughout the
I don't know
day.
if you're
Just
aware, for these people who run these businesses, it's really fucking busy when it's Black Friday. Loads of people do loads of orders, and it's a bit of a
yeah,
fucking logistical nightmare to get it all out at the same time.
but just one delivery for all of the things. That's fine.
Was
But
it all
no,
from
there was
Amazon?
like it was all from Amazon.
Well, you'd think they could all get it all
Well,
in one day.
exactly. Yeah. No.
If
They
like when
used that.
I've like my
All on the
Amazon,
same order.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
don't you have
I
an
had
Amazon Day delivery where it's like all free? It all comes on the
I
same
had
day.
12 or 13 basically in my basket, and then on Friday I was just like, yeah, okay, done, do it. And then when you do it, it comes down as like just fit in the same package, let like as least packages
Minimise
as possible.
deliveries,
Yeah,
minimise my
yeah.
CO2 impact.
No, there was about 9 different deliveries.
Wow. I hope they're all on electric vehicles.
So some of them went over Royal Mail, some of them went like Amazon delivery, some of them went like third party, and
Ooh,
funnily
not
enough, the
every.
Royal
Ugh.
Mail, DPD, I think one of them was. Royal Mail, I got the.
Don't
This is
start
so funny.
slating Royal Mail. I hope this isn't the best slating Royal Mail
I got
story.
I got the well, it is like Royal Mail. I got the box. They put it on the doorstep, and I opened it. I was like, oh, hiya, thank you. And they stood there and took a picture, and I looked at the package. I wish I'd have kept it. Or took a picture of it. It looked like it had been dragged through a hedge
She like
backwards.
smashed to pieces.
It,
Like, are you actually taking a
it,
picture of how shit that looks?
it was yeah. I was like, I looked at the box and I looked at the bloke. Cheers, mate. And he kind of went, like, and then wandered off. And I was like, look, well, yeah.
Luckily, the box was about
Like,
15 times too big because it's from Amazon.
it was a little bit big. There was one thing that is slightly not great, but fuck it, I can't be asked to kick up a stink about it. But like the cheek of him just sort of standing there taking a picture to say that it'd been and it was all dog end on like both sides, like ripped, and I just like it hadn't been opened, but yeah, like dragged through a hedge backwards. That's how I describe it.
There's not much they can do, right? Or we can do. That's the game,
Yeah,
isn't
Hope
it?
it's not
yeah.
broken when you
So,
open it.
no, I did
But it's
give.
from Amazon because you just complain, they probably give you the money until you can keep it and you don't have to order a new one.
No, there is one thing that is glass breakable, and I did give it a bit of a shake after I got it out of the box, and it didn't sound smashed, so that's fine.
Not yet.
But yeah, it was just like, oh, God, like, I don't know. I'd have been, if I was him, I'd have been ashamed to be putting it on the.
Maybe he got back into his van and quietly wept to himself.
So yeah, other than that, I bought myself a new camera. which we've already talked about a little bit. It's an Insta360 Link, which is a consumer grade high-end camera, really, that I've been messing about with. Yeah,
Is
it's
it
been
just
fun.
a webcam, or is it like a
It's just a
multiple
webcam.
use?
It came with a what's it called? A tripod. It can sit on the top of the monitor, but actually, like with the other one, when it was on top of the monitor, I'm not actually looking at the top of the monitor. I'm looking at you guys. So yeah, this
Yeah,
I
I
went
put
on.
you guys at the top of my monitor, just underneath my webcam. So
Right.
hopefully it looks a bit like I'm looking at the screen, but
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure
Well,
you're going to work.
mine,
Your beautiful
my other one
faces.
didn't. It yeah, it wasn't. I couldn't sort of place where I see you and on top of the monitor. It didn't really work. So, but this one, it's got a tripod, and I kind of put it. I've got two monitors, and it puts it in between them, and it's perfect. But yeah, it's AI powered, but it's pretty shit. Apparently you can put like a whiteboard, like you can set up a whiteboard and then like interact with the whiteboard, and it displays it on
Can you
video.
put a pub in your background instead of your background?
I haven't. I know there is a green screen mode, but I
And
haven't
you
messed
put
about with
cat
that.
ears on your head.
I don't believe so. Probably.
Rubbish.
I haven't messed about too much. But there is like it's a you can manipulate it nearly in a 360-degree plane, and it's got a top-down view. So if I wanted to be doing stuff on my desk, you can, when streamers or people who do the time trials, what's it called, speedrunners, like show their controller, like I can do all that, like, and it
You
can
can't do
like
two images at the same time, surely.
it can flip between. It can like you can preset it to do that a time on one thing and then do another, but not it
You
can't do it
just
at the
need
same time.
still need two cameras to do that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. No, I'm not. It's not that clever. But you can
But
buy
definitely, it's an upgrade for sure on the visual quality.
yeah.
Sure with that. You don't, has it got a built-in
I say
light, or have you just got more lights in your room? Because it suddenly looks like you're not sitting in a dark room.
no.
It's a larger lens, right?
It's just picking up more light.
Yeah.
That was one of the things why like the other one was literally like a £5 knockoff thing that my
It
company
was barely a
that
camera.
nicked from my company. Yeah,
It
pretty
was one of
much.
those Xbox 360 ones.
Well, that's what I was using in the early days, wasn't it?
Was that?
Probably.
Yeah.
So no, it's just a better camera. It's picking up more light. So yeah, as I say, I don't appear to
I
be
just thought you lived in a dark, like a hobbit or something.
Well, that's why I bought the other light as well, because I thought
Makes my light
that
look
would
shit
help.
now.
But
Well, to be fair, I'm in a different room now. My lights the lights behind me are brighter than the one in front of me, so that's why I look a
right,
bit shit, a bit red.
but yeah, it's as I say, it was 100 quid. It was 300 quid a few years ago. And yeah, it was a nice deal on Black Friday.
Mm.
So yeah, picked it up. No,
Beautiful.
glad it's good. I'm glad you're seeing the change. If it was exactly the same, I'd have been pissed off. So.
Quaxel says we can clearly see Dave's helmets now.
That's the
Helmets,
plan.
plural.
Helmets, yes.
He didn't say helmets, plural. I said that.
Very good.
I
Very
forgot
good.
to say, because we've moved on to like what we've been doing, but in the listener stuff, MintSafe had asked a question before I put anything in there, which is not in the show notes. He said, "Any plans for the big 300? Cheers."
Oh,
to which the
yeah,
answer
we sort of
is
talked about this,
no.
didn't we?
Yes. So I'm not about next week.
Dave's not going to be here.
Postponing
so
episode 300.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a prior engagement that for my work.
More important than our listeners. All three of you.
No, I wouldn't say not more important.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well,
Dave.
it depends if unfortunately, like in today's society, you've got to
work is work.
play the game, and I'm playing the game means
It's
making a
just disgraceful.
doing
Yeah.
a social
Well,
engagement for work that you don't really want to do, but you kind of have to.
you could just do work from home. Do it from home. Go to
Okay.
your evening out from home. You know, it's fancy webcam. It will just literally look like you're there anyway.
virtually attend the thing.
Yeah.
Well, we're not. We have no plans to do anything special for 300. I mean, as per usual, on the lead up to this, I floated inside my own head a number of ideas for changing things up and whatever, but we never do it.
Well, making it good.
Yeah, trying to improve. Business as usual. We'll be here as usual next week. Let's just leave it at that for the moment.
For the moment, it might not be called 300 next week, but who knows?
Is there any specific requests for changes after 300?
Not from anyone else.
Like, yeah?
The format's pretty ingrained now. I don't know.
If you like us or you don't.
Well, look. I mean, I can sit there and think about changes all I want, but if no one comes to me and says, "Yeah, we want to change this or we want to change that," or you guys don't say anything about changing, or I mean, if you think you want to do anything, I'm open to suggestions.
What more could we possibly add?
Exactly. How can we add value to this? It's possible. Yeah. So don't hold your breath.
We might say, "Welcome to episode 300." I guess.
Yep. That's what we're going to do. It's special. We're going to call it episode 300.
That'll be the title.
All right. Thanks, Mint Safe. Maybe we'll do something just for you.
We could play Gran Turismo all night.
Why Gran Turismo?
I could, because he plays Gran Turismo.
Oh, right.
He's the only person I have on my friends list who completes in the time trials. Still, I believe. Although I haven't been on there for a few weeks, so it might not be anymore. Axel says we could call the show Sparta. It's got to be 2 words though. The 300, I guess we are next episode.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Maybe we should do it in black and white or something. Is that 300? No, that's something else. That's something else, isn't it?
Well, why don't we just dress up in
Spartan
outfits? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I've got.
Don't. Okay, let's move on to what we've been playing. Dave, you got a few on there. Do you want to go first?
Yes. So I've started playing Satisfactory again. So I'm actually playing it this time, and not just setting up a server, but I've actually been playing it, and I've progressed from phase 4 to phase 5 now, which is actually further than I've ever played in any of the games of Satisfactory I've ever played. That's quite an achievement. I was quite happy about that. I had everything set up in my factory, but basically I had Monday off, and I was like, what shall I do? Oh, let's play some Satisfactory. So about 8 hours later, after starting up Satisfactory, I was like, oh yeah, I remember why I don't play this for like an hour or two, because I can't just play it for an hour or two. It's fucking an all-day thing. But yeah, I got my factory sorted. I'd forgotten most of the things that I'd done and set up, and but I got it all sorted, and yeah, progressed the story. So now's phase 5, and apparently that's quite easy compared to phase 4. So yep, I'm just gonna crack on. I just want to get it done. That's my aim.
What do you mean by that? Get it done.
Finish all the phases and the big sort of every time you.
So have you never finished the game?
You do finish the game. You get to a point
but
where
you've not done that.
I've never done that. So what it is the aim of the game is to like reach milestones of producing a certain amount of resources and upload or delivering that to a central point, which is a space elevator, which you're sort of offloading this stuff off world. And you get to a point where there's nothing else that you can do. There's nothing else you can upload. You've sent everything that is needed, and that's the end of the game, or the end of the story of part of the game. And like Factorio, I just want to do the minimum that I need to do to get to that point, and then there's no more story. So that's when I will say I've finished. But yeah, I've kind of been playing this week since Monday, and I'm like, right, I just want to finish it. Like same as Factoria, just want to do that part, and then I'm gonna say I'm done. There's so much more optimization.
Why haven't you done that before then?
Because
you've
I
played this
can't
a
play
lot.
I can't play the game for a couple of hours or 1 or 2 hours in one sitting. It's always a 4, 5, 6 hour game.
But you've never really seemed like you've had the I'm going to finish the game kind of attitude towards it. You're just like,
yeah, I just want to do it now. Before, yeah, no, there was like,
closure, do you?
yeah, I just want to, I want to put it to bed before the end of the year. So, yeah.
it's just you're saying like next week we might, well, not next week, but the week after might be the last time we hear you talk about Satisfactory. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Never say never,
I doubt
Mr.
it.
Never say
Bond.
never. I was gonna stop. I was gonna stop talking about Ball Pet, but I just saw a video that there's gonna be shitloads of updates next year.
Oh,
They
dear.
keep adding to that. Nice.
So
I heard on the grapevine that what's this game called again? Satisfactory.
Satisfactory.
Probably
Came
going to have some
to
more updates as well.
consoles. Just came to consoles, and actually,
Yes.
it is a really, really good port. Controls really well, apparently. So if you're into that sort of thing, or you're factory curious people, don't be ashamed.
Dave Game Curious.
If you're Dave Game Curious,
DJ
this could be,
Curious.
yeah, it's supposed to be pretty
DG
good. So.
Curious even.
Okay, Satisfactory, nice.
Yeah, it's come to Xbox, and I've heard very good things about it as well on the consoles. It's been optimized extremely well.
Nice.
It's a bit of Satisfactory is a bit of an everything game. It's mainly a factory game, but there's also bit of first person shooter, bit of discovery.
Shooting.
There's a lot of PvE enemies, and I'd say it's kind of like Minecraft, but you can't manipulate the ground, but there is so much you can build, and you're building vertically. There is a 3D space to work within, and people that love like base building or creating worlds will love this game, and people do. Yeah,
I'd like that to come to Game Pass, then I can play that on my sofa.
Yeah.
You could buy it.
The things that people make, I've not got the creativity or patience or like impetus to do some of the things that people create. There is so much customization on just the like bases or items that they can use to build, and the tools people are given within the game that just create absolutely marvels of like warehouses or massive sort of glass constructions that if you're at all into architecture or anything like that, and you've got an inkling that you would like this stuff, this Satisfactory it's I play it as a factory game. Other people don't at all. That's like a tiny bit of it. Is they just use it to create all these
Can you build
beautiful
like
architectures.
actual like pointless structures, like that are
I
just
haven't.
there for aesthetics?
Other people have. I've seen people create massive structures with that. It's basically creating a meme, but with tiny points of what's it called? Lighting fixtures that you can do, and they've created like 1080p pictures, but just stood very far away, and they've individually changed the lighting on each of these ones to create a picture. And
Yeah, that's cool.
if you start looking into the Satisfactory art or Satisfactory buildings and stuff, right, and it's pretty much limitless. they give you such a wide range of tools and items to work with that you can pretty much build anything. That's not me. I not at all. I just want to do the factory bit and I try and
It's that
optimize
function
the
over
factories.
form, is it?
I try and create optimal factories to
And stick to the
produce the things.
to the objective or whatever a
Yeah,
little bit more,
but
right?
I
Yeah.
don't like
You don't want to make
spaghetti.
a fucking 100-foot Pac-Man.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
Why
No.
not?
Well, but people do. But I try and stick with there's got to be no overlap with like conveyor belts or machines or like you can manipulate. You can do it so that belts go through other things, and but I try and keep everything clean looking. That's my thing. Is that like there's no overlap. There's like anything that I build, I should be able to walk through. I don't have to like scoot under any like belts or like there's none of that. It's like everything is accessible. But that's my preference.
Can I tell you something, Dave? Now you're talking
Go on.
about everything being right. I think you should take the white helmet behind you and you should
Right.
swap that with the red helmet, and that will, because the white helmet and the black helmet behind you are sitting slightly higher than the other two helmets, if I'm not mistaken. And you could get them sort of like symmetrical.
Well, that one.
The white and the black look like they're about an inch higher than the other two.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
from the,
Okay.
I mean,
It could be
so
a
this is,
trick of the lighting.
well, it could be the
So
padding
I'm sure
inside or whatever.
David used
a
it
bit higher, right?
a laser level to like make
Yeah,
sure the
no, but
No,
layers
not
were all
really.
in the same.
But if you,
I just didn't randomly just bang
Oh,
oh,
fucking
look at
walls and
that,
nails in one.
fancy, eh? He's got proper helmet holders.
He's literally moving it as we speak for
Yeah,
people
no.
who aren't watching.
Well, it's
Okay.
bugging me.
Well,
Oh,
it wasn't
no, you know
bugging
what it
me.
is? You know what it is? It's probably the camera angle then. Sorry,
Mhm.
Dave, I'm getting you to do all this work.
Well,
Okay.
no,
How's that?
no, that's a mess, Dave. Put it back. No, swap them all
Done.
around.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah,
Oh, it does look
that white
better.
one, the white one does sit a little bit higher.
It does, doesn't it?
Maybe it's the shape
Yeah.
of the helmet.
I think it's the
But that's
shape of the
balanced
helmet,
out now, right? Swooping down into the middle of that
You
hornet's
wouldn't
head
have
light
noticed
or
that.
whatever you got there.
That Fraser would have been spending our weeks making.
Well, I just sit and stare at those helmets. I
cathedral
sit
in
and stare at Dave's
Satisfactory.
helmet all the time. All right. Satisfactory. You know what? I'm
Moving on.
severely tempted to have a look at that on console. I wonder if it's hamstrung compared to the PC version.
Your Xbox Series S, you mean? Not
I can't
compared to your
imagine it would
PC.
be. It's not like the old days of. I don't know. All right, let's move on. What we got next?
Hey, what
Neil,
are
you
you
want
for
to pick one?
bugs? Right. Well, here's a game
gonna
that I haven't
pop away
played
for
for
a
a while. That may shock you. This may shock you, as those weird adverts that you see at the bottom of web pages may like to say to you. It's not about Fiona Bruce's bikini or something, which I apparently see. I don't know why. It is about a game.
I don't know what that means, but I'm going to look it
Well,
up anyway later.
I haven't looked it up because it just appears. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that it? Fiona Bruce 61 shows off all of it in a bikini. I was like, I haven't clicked on that.
Sounds fine to me.
I'm sure it does. Anyway, that's not about Fiona Bruce's bikini. That's not the game I've been playing. It's called Destiny 2. Dun dun dun. Yeah, it's been a while.
So something new came out for Destiny 2,
Well,
didn't it?
there was
what happened?
a new expansion came out, which I'd heard people talk about, called Renegades, which is part of the Year of Fate or something that is called this year, after Destiny basically supposedly finished. They've had another year of Destiny 2 onto the end of Destiny 2. And I didn't finish Destiny 2, the last thing, which was called something that I can't remember right now. The Final Shape is what it's called. I didn't play the Final Shape, which was the final piece of the Dark and Light saga or something they fucking called it.
Nobody cares.
It's a confusing mess, Destiny 2. But yeah, so I went back because I looked at it and I was like, it comes on Steam. You have like your homepage.
Come on, get on with it, Grandad.
This is why I fucking started playing it. I've got to explain why. Because why the fuck would I start playing it again after all this fucking time?
How long has it been? I'll drive this.
Over 2
How long
years.
has it been?
Over 2 years at
Over
least.
2 years. Okay, good.
Right. So on your homepage on Steam, you get at the top of it, it's got like updates for like games that you've either played or followed or whatever in the past. And there was a thing there for Destiny 2. I was like, I don't know why, but I clicked on it. And I was like, like I said, heard people talking about this Renegades expansion. And then when I clicked on it, it said, everything in Destiny 2 is unlocked free to play for the next week. Like from the 2nd of December to the 9th of December, the whole fucking lot is available to play. Even if you've never owned any of it before, you can play anything from Destiny 2.
Right.
I was like, well, I never played that fucking thing, so I might as well download it. And have a go. But it's 150
This was the last one.
gigabytes or something.
Or the newest one.
No, it's not. No, the newest one is not. I haven't obviously played the newest one or the one before that. But the one before that was like the end of the story, which I never
so that's
finished.
the one you're downloading?
That's the one. No, you would have to download the whole fucking thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's the one you're going into.
But the one we'll get
or
to
whatever.
that. We'll get to that. Because what happens when you play Destiny 2 and you haven't played it for a while and you've not kept up to date with everything is it doesn't throw you back to where you were. It goes, here's the latest fucking first mission of the latest expansion. Why didn't you fucking play this? Which means absolutely nothing to you because you haven't played anything for fucking 2 or 3 years and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? But the new expansion, Renegades, is Destiny Star Wars, as in actual Star Wars, because it's an official partnership.
So Renegades is a Star Wars brand.
It's an official partnership with Lucasfilm or whatever. And
it's a crossover.
Yeah, it's
Understood.
a crossover. The Hunter character that I've been playing as, there is a cosmetic that makes you look like Boba Fett. Literally, it's fucking Boba Fett. You just got the helmet, the armor, everything. You are Boba Fett if you want to be. And then it's like a Mandalorian one for a different class, and there's a different looking Mandalorian thing for a different class. I don't know which one that is. So it's full on Star Wars. And so you play through the opening cinematic.
This is the Renegades that's just come out.
Literally just come out. So you have to play.
So how is it doing?
I don't know. Let me tell you about the reviews for Destiny 2. They are
it can't be good.
overwhelmingly negative.
For this release.
I don't think for this release. I think just overall Destiny 2 has become from pretty positive in the old days to overwhelmingly negative. So it's not popular with the community that actually played the game.
What do you think then was Destiny's big fall from grace? Was it?
I think.
Where do you think it was? I have no idea.
Oh, there's all sorts of fucking. They keep resetting everyone's progress and like starting you from scratch again. They got rid of. I think where it really went wrong was when they decided the game had got so big that they had to remove parts of the game and make it. When it went free to play, is when they really fucked it up, because instead of having a cohesive story, which was what it was when it first came out, Destiny 2 was a huge leap forward from Destiny 1. B, it had a story. I mean, the first game had a story, but B had a better story, which made kind of sense all the way through. And all of the things that people didn't like about the Destiny 1, they kind of sort of sorted out and made better in Destiny 2. And then, after a few years of Destiny 2, they decided, like I say, they kept adding more stuff, new places, new areas, and it got to the point where it was fucking huge. And it was like a Call of Duty problem where it's taking up half your fucking hard drive. So they went, you know what? Let's just get rid of the original campaign. So when you start Destiny 2, if you come in 3 years later, it makes fucking no sense whatsoever. There's no campaign.
Wasn't that something to do with Peter Dinklage as well?
No. That was Destiny 1. Peter Dinklage was the voice of the Ghost, and they got rid of him, and what's his name? Nolan North redid the voice for the Ghost because he was incredibly shit, Peter Dinklage at the Ghost. And
He was flavor of the month at the time, wasn't he?
He was at the time, but it was there's like fucking memes about that.
I don't remember it being
that
that
wizard
bad,
came from the moon.
Oh, that was cool.
That wasn't. Anyway, the moon's cool, obviously, because it's about -270 degrees. But
Give up your day job.
No, I won't. Nothing's going to beat gonorrhea, honestly. There we go. So yeah, that's where it went wrong for me. Was when it started to go wrong anyway. Destiny 2, where they binned off a load of the original campaign. So any new player that came into it, it was just a fucking shit show of like a mishmash. It was just menus. It was no like a campaign. It was just going through fucking menus to do this, and you'd need to do this thing now. And now it's even more baffling, honestly. Having played it and sort of understood it for quite a long time, and not played it for a few years, and come back to it and be like, what the fuck is going on? Everything's different. Apart from when I press F1, I still look at my screen with all my armor and my weapons. I'm like, this kind of looks like this familiar. But yeah, the whole story and stuff like that. But anyway, the main bit. Oh, Dave's crashed. He's frozen, but he's just texting to say that he's crashed. It's like,
he's looking at his text message problem.
His camera's like overloaded his PC.
All right.
Anyway, so Destiny 2 Renegades. Right, like I said,
go on, get to the
let's
point.
get on to someone asked about Star Wars. No, sorry, about Destiny 2 and the way it went wrong. So I had to explain. So
no,
Destiny 2
you did
Renegades.
a good job of that.
Destiny 2 Renegades, Star Wars Destiny is pretty bang on Star Wars. Okay, so there's a bit. It's on basically the opening cinematic, which you have to sit and watch. There's Destiny characters talking and stuff you don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. Because you haven't played for a while. And then imagine this. There's a small spacecraft. There's a bit of planet like comes up from the bottom of the screen, and you can see like the curvature of the planet. Be as
descriptive as you can with your words here. I'm thinking of listeners.
I am trying. So yeah, imagine like the curvature of a planet.
Or I could do that. Like, what do they call that? Closed captioning. The closed captioning thing. Neil is now holding up his hands in a
alt text, maybe is that. Anyway, so the planet comes up, pans up from the bottom of the screen. It's sort of lower half of the screen. A spaceship comes from behind the camera into view. A small spaceship, and then you see red lasers shooting at this spaceship, and then it kind of pans round to the opposite view of the spaceship, and you see behind the small spaceship is a really big fucking spaceship shooting lasers at the small spaceship. Have you seen that anywhere before? I don't know. We didn't get a big yellow wall of text.
That was a good journey you just took me on.
Anyway,
I like that.
So that's like Star Wars. And then what else happens is there's a little bit of yapper going on. That's
maybe
the
some
young
robots
folk.
talking.
I don't think there's actual robots.
Maybe they're concerned about something. Maybe
I can't remember. There's some plans. There might be some plans they were talking about that needed to get somewhere. I think that definitely happened. Anyway, so cut to they've been chased by this big spacecraft and they've tried to get away, but they can't get away. And guess what happens? Can you guess what happens?
They get boarded.
They get tractor beamed inside the big spaceship.
All right. Okay.
And so they get boarded. They get sucked inside the big spaceship, and then cut to inside the small spaceship.
that doesn't sound like a problem.
They get cut to inside the small spaceship, and they're all yappering again. And they take positions looking down this kind of corridor towards like the door, and some like welding shit comes around a door frame, gets bombed out. Massive spoilers here for the beginning of Destiny Renegades. And like sparks are flying everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And then some familiar Cabal looking type characters come stomping through into your small spaceship, Cabal being a Destiny thing. But they're all kind of looking quite white. Like, oh, they don't look like normal Cabal. And two of them come storming through with their big guns, and they're like, zap, 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 with lasers.
I see what you did there.
Okay, the third one who comes storming through bangs his head on the fucking wall as he comes through, and I was like, nice touch, I like that.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and then after there's a load of big fucking shooting and stuff, it all calms down, and like the big bad comes through, and he's like deep breaths, and you think, oh, okay, it's going to be Darth Vader. It's not Darth Vader. It's Kylo Ren, like in Destiny 2. Sounds like Kylo Ren, looks like Kylo Ren, and it's weird. And then the first mission that you have to play through, you do loads of like you're in like Star Wars looking stuff, but it's Destiny looking stuff at the same time.
So it's eye
very
candy
weird
stuff, which we've seen 100 times before. Is it any good?
What
you've played so far?
I literally just played the opening mission for the Renegade stuff, and it's very good at blending the two universes and making it like you're like, oh, like I said, the thing with the fucking guy and banging his head on. I was like, oh, that's fucking. Oh, everyone's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Well, people who know what it is know what it is. Yeah, and there's bits where you're like walking through the new big spaceship, and you're like turning off tractor beams, and it goes ooh and stuff like that. Makes all the sounds.
Right.
So that bit was pretty cool.
There's good fan service there.
Yeah, it's very good. So the game is still the game. Destiny 2 is still very good at shooting stuff. If you like first-person shooters, it's pretty good at that. But like I say, I've not been playing the new stuff. I've gone back a couple of years. I'm finishing off my story that I didn't finish. And as far as that goes, an old character who was killed off, which maybe would have been a bit of a bad thing that happened in Destiny 2 that people weren't happy about, returns. Because what's happened is you've gone into the Traveller. It's all weird. And honestly, some of the environments you're running around and jumping around is bonkers. Like, because nothing's real, inverted commas. It's not a real environment, so all this fucking weird shit can be done. And the world building that they've done in the past through Destiny and Destiny 2, some of the environments that you encounter are fucking spectacular. And I don't think they've ever really fucked that up. Like, it's not popular like it used to be. People always fucking moaned about something or other when Destiny 2 was, but even when it was popular, the people who were playing it were fucking complaining anyway. But it's always looked pretty fucking special. And the shooting, if you played Halo, it was good. And they haven't fucking forgotten how to make a good shooter. So the actual action is good. But
in conclusion, because you're running out of time for Destiny.
Okay.
Are you going to play some more of it?
I've got until the 9th of December to finish whatever I'm playing, and then I'll decide.
Are you feeling drawn to it?
It's not very welcoming, I have to say.
We know you've had a problem with Destiny in the past.
As in, like I played too much Destiny.
An addiction, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you feel old things?
I don't think I'm going to get to that. I won't play, I'll potentially buy the new stuff and just play through the campaigns maybe 2 or 3 times, depending on how much fun it is, and go, that's enough for me. I'm not going to go play the multiplayer non-stop like I used to, all over and over. Right. I never played the raids.
Yeah, that's a big statement, yeah.
I never really got into playing the raids because I didn't have any friends. Okay. So I still don't.
Well, you've got friends now because you're probably playing other things. But let's no, it's interesting, but we've got to keep moving.
Yeah. Cool.
So
anyway,
we may hear more about it next week.
I'll play a bit more before next week, but we'll see what happens with
that. Okay. You guys are going to know about that. Shall I talk about Clair Obscur? My journey with Clair Obscur.
I don't know if they're going to upset.
No.
Looks like
it's not. I'm on Act 2 now.
Okay, you've made some progress.
Yeah, I've well got my teeth into this now. So yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Right.
I'm enjoying it. Last night I played for a few hours last night. I think that was the start. Yeah, it was the start. I started Act 2 last night, and I mean and so I was in the Forgotten Battlefield. I don't know if anyone can remember that or whatever, but it was really, really good. Every fight I'm really, really enjoying.
You're getting into the battles.
Yeah, I'm really into the battles. I'm not interested in any of the story. I've skipped everything that I can skip.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Isn't there a big thing that happened at the end of Act 1? Is that
Yeah,
happening?
there was a big thing.
A
Well, I
really big
skipped
thing.
it, so
You're
I
like,
don't know what
the
happened.
fuck?
Well, yeah, I skipped it, so I don't know what happened. But
What?
suddenly,
No,
yes.
I mean, something happens that changes things. So you would have noticed if you had, even
I
if you
noticed a big
skipped it.
change. My
Yeah,
party was
okay.
completely different. But
Right,
that
well,
keeps
okay.
happening to me. I keep skipping things, and then my party is completely different.
You're like, hmm?
But like going into Act 2, so the way I'm approaching it is I'm not interested, like I say, I'm not interested in anything. I'm not even interested in building a party. So when I started Act 2, I had a load of people, 3 people in my party. I think there was 4 people in my party, three who I was fighting with. They were new, so I started. So I was okay. Well, let's figure out. I don't even know if there were others I could bring in. I was just like, okay, I'll play with these 3. So anyway, give me the people. I'll work with their builds, and I'll tailor them as I go, and that's what I'm doing. And yeah, just approaching every fight. I'm just like, the fight starts, and it could be 5 minutes before I even take my first go. Right? It's like, let's just strategize here. How is everyone working together? I'd probably have a fight first, get the shit kicked out of you. You see some new moves or whatever, and then you're like, do you want to fight them again? Yeah, okay, I'll fight them again.
Okay.
Or do you want to bring the reserve party in? It's like, no, I'm not going to bother with that, because my reserve party is like one person who has no attributes attached to them, nothing. Like all their skill points none of the skill points have been used. They got like 60 skill points or something sitting in reserve.
You're saving
Anyway,
them,
I'm just not using them.
well,
Right?
they come in handy.
Yeah, well, I'm just using the three that I've got, and I've got them maxed up with agility and vitality. So I want to play as often as possible, and I want lots of health.
Do your weapons scale with those things as well?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm learning. Like, so much ties in with so many other things. But I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I love going into the battle, sitting there, thinking about it. How are we going to approach this? And once I know, you're even if it's a grind, there's been a couple of guys, it's like, holy shit, this could take hours. Like there was one boss I was fighting, and I suddenly realized that every time that he was doing a move that attacked the whole party, and every time I countered it with the parry, one of
The
my
whole
characters was
party?
healing him.
Okay. Oh, we're hitting the other person, the enemy.
The other person was healing him. The 2 other were taking, so they two
Right.
were doing 600 damage, and they were giving him 600 health or something like that, right? So the net positive wasn't that great on that parry. I'm treating it like that, sort of like, where are the net positives and gains, right? Am I making progress? Even if as long as I'm progressing, then I can continue this fight all the way through. But there was that one fight, like he kept setting me on fire, and then he'd suck all the fire off everyone, and then he would gain loads of, I mean, it took hours, that one, it felt like. But I just loved it. I loved it. And I think there was one, like he beat me, and I was like, well, fire. Oh no, that's what I was in. Is it the Forgotten Battlegrounds? I suddenly realized that fire was not my friend, and like I had some real fire builds, and it was like, I need lightning. Lightning seems to be working on all these people. They all seem to be weak to lightning. So I just stopped, and then I rebuilt the characters to the best way I could to try.
You can just, like, there's a currency type of thing where you can just completely, you spend a thing and you can allow all of your skill points come back, and you can completely change where you put your skill points.
Yeah,
and they're fairly common.
Yeah,
I never used any of them, but
yeah, I mean, that seems a little bit drastic. Usually, I'll go in if there's a fight where I know I'm like, oh, particularly if they're like not vulnerable to fire. This point, like, I have to go and respec luminas and pictos and weapons and things like that. So I'm getting into all that now, and then synergizing. But I mean, just whatever. I mean, we need to have you need to have a dedicated chat about this to go into the deep dive of it. I have got no one to talk about it, so I'm ready to go, right?
okay.
And have a good old conversation.
I'm not sure you've hit
hit
the big thing that I was talking about. Honest, I'm looking back and I'm going, I'm not sure the big things happened actually, but I don't know. I'd have to speak to you offline.
Yeah. But the long and the short of it is, I think it's brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant. I just love that parry system, because
Are you doing much dodging, or are you pure trying to parry?
I never dodge.
Well, there's definitely some things that are worth dodging, because, well, you pick pictos that you get action points if you dodge perfectly and stuff like that.
Right.
So
right, and but I do think, like, if there's a basic with this game, there is a very basic level of garden tending, right? As long as you tend to your luminas, right, and make sure you haven't got any wasted spaces, like like you say. At
You
first, when I
keep
first
switching
started,
them up, your pictos. Keep, like, when you get a new picto, you have to use it in so many encounters, and then you've learned.
there's very
it,
few. I've probably got 20, 20. I've probably got maybe 40 pictos. Nah, not 40, maybe 30 pictos now, or
I
something
think
like that.
if you haven't already, it's worth using them all for the 4 encounters so that you've learned them, because then you can apply them in addition to other pictos.
Yeah, there's very few that I haven't leveled,
Mm.
right? Done the unlock on, or whatever they call it. There's maybe 2 or 3 which are just like, I'm like, I have no interest in that right now. I'd rather keep.
Right now, you might not.
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, things can change probably on a dime. This game does tend to take some very sharp lefts and rights. I'm interested in the way they've built the world. I don't. Some of the time I'm walking around it and I'm like, this is crap. Some of the other times I'm walking around, this is just genius the way they've designed it. I think I just have to keep relaxed. You have to be, if you're in the right frame of mind for moving around the environment, they've done a very good job of it. Yeah, and it's just, I don't think I've even scratched the surface. I don't lose a lot of fights. And once I do know there's an ability to revive characters. Once I've got that in my party, I'm going to probably basically feel unstoppable, because that's the thing. Once you get on top of your healing, I work it so that.
I mean, towards the end, the bosses have a lot of health and things like that, and they do a lot of damage to you. So
Yeah, well, I mean, that tends to be the way, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
either somebody's going to beat the absolute living pulp out of you if they get through, and so parries are good. But that's the beauty
parry
of
is
it,
so
right?
powerful though, if you get it
Parry
right.
is so powerful
It's
because
the
it
risk
just,
reward.
if you get it right, you don't take the
You,
damage,
and you also do a shitload of damage back.
right. So the
Potentially
net
more than
positive,
you can normally attack.
yeah, it's just a game changer. That it really is.
Yeah,
and I love it. It's
I
satisfying.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
yeah, so,
yeah, like
yeah,
yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
it is. Yeah, it is. I put my hands up.
If you haven't played it,
I knew it
what
from
would you
everybody
might want to
saying it,
do?
of course. But
What might you
yeah,
want to
I
do
would
if you
say
haven't already?
if anybody's Clair curious, it's quite a steep start. There's a lot going on, and even then, even once you're into the base, you've even where I am, and I'm in Act 2, and I've got a really good handle now on the mechanics. I just got a new member in my party like this afternoon or whatever, and they've got that skill wheel or whatever, the wheel shit or whatever going. I can't remember. It's the monkey face thing guy or whatever. I don't know.
Can't remember his name.
Every character has all these really weird shit they do.
So must have had the big moment, but yeah, you have. It was 2 big moments. I was like, "Fuck, can't believe they did that." But there we go.
Yeah. Well, I sort of missed them, but I felt the effects.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Clair Obscur. I'll be playing that a lot more, no doubt about that.
You've done quite well, to be fair. I think you've progressed quite a lot.
Yeah, I will.
If you just want to finish the game, I think you could probably do it in the next week. But
yeah, I'm pretty slow. I'm pretty methodical, steady, and whatever.
I did much side stuff. It was insane.
I don't know whether I'm missing a load of side stuff or. Anyway, we'll have a chat about it later.
I just like you're running through the environments. There's like a little tiny hole in the bottom of a wall, and some random. I guess there's going to be something around there. And there's usually something. Well, there's always something in these little. Yeah. Anywhere you can go, there's always something.
Yeah, I don't think I got my head wrapped around the environment properly yet. I feel like I'm missing a load of stuff. When I run through a place and I go, there should be shit around here. Why is there nothing around here? I was like, I'm sure
there probably is somewhere.
There's probably some. Yeah. All right, let's move on from that. I'm surprised, Dave, you haven't played that. I think you'd like it.
I did play it. I fell off it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get the timing.
Yeah, I found it quite hard to start with, but once you start clicking with that, it's like, oh yeah, that felt good.
Somebody told me a little tip. If you're fighting for the parry,
get good.
The point where you're just about to parry, if you keep your peripheral vision on the corner of the screen zooms out just very briefly. That's your parry point generally.
There's a lot of audio
and they said
cues,
that's important. Yeah, there's audio cues as well. There's tons of stuff.
Yeah, visual cues.
But here's the interesting thing. They said the reason that is a good strat is because your primary vision, like your focal point vision, is for looking into detail, but your outside vision is for watching movement, and so that's like a very good tell.
Wow.
It's very clever.
It's very clever. I think I'm scratching the surface and finding some very interesting things. All right, let's move on.
Good.
Neil,
what
else you got on there?
I don't know.
Actually, Dave, you haven't gone for a while. Do you want to do that? Do yours.
Pit my dice. Pit my dice. Not pimp my dice. Which I said dice. Pit my dice. Balatro for dice. It's really good actually. I've just been playing. There's loads of different starting things. I'll say, and I've been working my way through different ways the dice can work.
Oh, it was Yahtzee, wasn't it? Balatro
Basically,
Yahtzee.
Balatro Yahtzee. Yeah, with you can make runs or you can make same numbers.
Full houses. It's like poker with dice.
Full houses. Yeah, you can add multiple different doubles together or triples or and now it's starting to go to the ridiculous. If you play the easy dice games and basically progress through when you beat the runs, it makes them more ridiculous. So you get some dice have, as you're playing through the game, you can have certain dice have specific multipliers or changes to the permanent additional bonuses that you can get on top of the dice or multiplications, or if you don't play dice they blow up, so you've got to make sure that you roll them so they play a number, and it's really good, and it progresses you through how complicated it's getting or can get, and now it's going, the one that I'm on now is talking about minus value dice and making runs through them, and then it's it gets really complicated, but it's really fun. It's a really interesting journey that they take through of, okay, here's some dice, make up some values, go for a run with them. You can add like additional things or passive changes to them. Okay, so the next run is that you're going to have one dice that's special, and you want to play that because it adds a multiplication on top of your value. Okay, the next run, the next type of game that you can play, because you've unlocked the previous one, is instead of the dice being special, you get special passives, and you want to sort of change your run or make sure that you only get specific runs that will make these passives work with you. And I think they've thought quite a lot about how the different changes are done per different way that you go through the progression of the game. And it makes you learn about all the different things that you can do, and or like how the make it changes the dice you can create, or if you're buying dice because they're cheap, because at the end of each different round you get an additional amount depending on how well you've done. If you're buying cheap ones, it's either there's no values on the dice itself or there's negatives, and how to counteract that. It's really good. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like I should give that one a look.
It does push you through and make you think about, okay, right, on this particular way, because the way the game's structured is that each time you do a run in a particular under a particular set of rules, the next one kind of expands on that, and it's really it's yeah. I've just been playing through it, and it's like, I think I said last week, I was like, oh yeah, I played it and it's interesting, and I'll see what I'll do. I might play it again, but every time I played it, it's like, oh, that was interesting. Okay, well, the next type of game, they focus on a different part of this, or they introduce a new rule set, or they introduce a new concept. on how to do it. And yeah,
Frozen
I'm
Dead.
sure at one point they'll just like say, right, here's everything, like go for it. And you know, it'll be a lot more complicated. But the way they're doing it at the moment is like, oh, okay, well, that was really interesting. What's next? So yeah, it was it. I yeah, I thought I might play it, but actually it surprised me in so much that I didn't think I'd play it as much as I have this week.
This
How
is
many hours you
better
got
than
into
Clover
it this
Pit.
week, do you reckon?
So well,
I
I've
don't
been
think
playing.
Clover Pit has legs. That's the problem with Clover Pit. I just got a little bit bored.
I've not
I've
played
played
it. So.
6.5 hours. So
I've Pit My
I've
Dice.
hit my dice, yeah, and
Yeah.
that's like literally an hour every day.
Right.
Because I've been a round is about half hour.
Sounds like something I need on my iPad.
If it's a really fun thing that you just jump on and go, oh, okay, well here's how the dice work on this game set,
Right
and you play for it, and it's I've enjoyed it.
All right, Pit My Dice.
Hit my dice.
It's piqued my interest.
Piqued your interest.
I've got Hunt Showdown on there. I can't remember why I put that on there. There was a reason, and then there was.
Was there a game that you played that you were very proud of?
I think so, but I can't remember what it was now. I think I just had some great solos. Whatever, because I've been playing that.
It doesn't appear to be on iOS as the moment. Pick My Dice.
No. Oh well.
Have you been playing with your son much this week?
Yeah, I played a few games with Stan. That was nice. Mostly solos. Maybe it was because did I say I hit prestige 80?
Has the thing finished?
4 days left, I think. So I want to try and hit some. I've got a load of challenges to do this weekend, so that's what I'd like to get done. But yeah, so anyway, Hunt's pretty cool. 2 more I see on there for you guys. Well, one for Neil, one for you both. You want to talk about which one? Arc Raiders?
Not played it so much this week.
Arc Raiders?
Here's the question.
I haven't seen so many people playing, so I haven't played
it. That's the Arc Raiders discussion we should have, right? Because everybody's been playing Arc Raiders, yeah. But but people are still playing, but you haven't been playing as much. So what's up with that?
I've got a week to do Destiny 2, so that's why I'm doing Destiny 2.
Myself, I've actually been playing a lot of single player. I think the single player of Arc Raiders is a completely different game to either duos.
I had a single player game that was not much different. It made me quite sad.
I've had most of my games single player have been okay.
Where do you go in your single player games then? So I feel like it could be location based as to how much aggro you get into.
Dam? I mainly played Dam.
Yeah, the starting area.
To get industrial stuff.
Yeah.
I'm after industrial batteries. So I have been ganked a few times from idiots, but.
What do you reckon the gank percentages?
Are they idiots? Or are they just you're just playing the game?
Me, probably 1 in 5, maybe. Well, they try to. But you got to be mindful of people about. If
I've been lulled into a false sense of security multiple times.
If people are walking behind you with their gun out, it's like don't stand there try and bash the buttons to exit. They're probably going to shoot you in the back.
In the actual exits, I've never been ganked on the exits. Right, what happened to me? I'll tell you my little story.
Go on. Yeah.
I decided because I had a key.
Did you make a new best friend and then
no. I had a key for Stella Montis, which is the most recent map they released.
Well, that is Gank City. Yeah, go for
it. And in trios, I expect to get into fights. Like we'd had one fight. There was me, Sarah, and Matt, and I think, and we don't instigate fights generally, but we got into a fight with one group of 3, managed to survive that one, and just about healed up before another group of 3 decided to turn up and try and gank us, and we fucked those guys up. Then we were still healing, and another fucking group of 3 turned up, and we did not survive that fight. It was like, for fuck's sake. But that's not what happened this week. That was a couple of weeks ago. What happened this week when I went to Stella Montes with my key, which I put in my safe pocket with my best guns on me and all my best shields. I spawned into the map and it's like 10 minutes in. And I'm like, ugh, I don't like that. And I've got a key for this area, which is fucking.
What does that
miles
mean?
away.
10 minutes in? What do you mean?
30 minutes is the maximum a mission lasts. So when you can spawn in at any point between, I think, 15 and 30 minutes of a map being in progress. So if you spawn in and it says 29 minutes and 50 seconds, you've literally spawned in, you've got the max amount of time. Everyone's starting from scratch.
Right.
Wherever they spawn, they've obviously they're all in the spawn points, wherever they are. I don't know all the spawn points, but when you spawn in 20 minutes on the clock, you're like, well, people have potentially been here already 10 minutes and who knows what they've been up to. Got a load of loot. Some people may have left. Maybe that's why I'm in here, because someone's left. And they just like to keep the numbers up. But I've come into a fresh map for me, but it's already 10 minutes gone. So I don't know what the fuck's gone on before. So I'm like,
what would you know has gone on before? You would hear fights and stuff like that.
You have no idea.
Because like in Hunt, you can start to get in.
Yeah, but in Hunt, once people are dead, they're gone. That's it. They're done. No one ever.
No. Sorry, you. What I was going to say was, say we're in Hunt and we go to a couple of compounds, and we know the compounds aren't in, and then we hear lots of shooting over there in the northwest, and we know, okay, well, and we can sort of pinpoint that location, and we know that there's a big fight over there, and then we hear a load of fighting over there, and so you can start to piece together. Do you know what I mean? We piece together.
You get a lot of information in Hunt audio wise, which you do not. Is not replicated.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if you come in at 10 minutes, what are you really missing?
You don't. Like, your audio input in Hunt is much more important than it is in Hunt Raiders, because there's no really any quiet guns. No one's just going around chucking spears at things like they are in Hunt Showdown and just mooching around on their own, trying to keep out of the way. You can't really keep quiet. Even if you've got silencers on your guns, they don't fully silence your ammo.
It's more like a suppressor then.
It's a suppressor, but no one's really stealthing this game. And the AI is so aggressive. Like, you can't just melee attack a fucking AI and keep it quiet. You have to go loud on AIs.
Oh, so you're going to be
and especially in this new map, there's a particular thing called a shredder that is a right motherfucker and takes a lot of shooting to get rid of. And if it gets anywhere near you, you're basically fucked. Because it just fucking unleashes a shitload of shotguns rounds at you and you're almost instantly killed. So the AI is hardcore. It's like having loads of Hunt bosses roaming around, because the AI in Hunt, the normal AI that's just mooching about, is fucking fodder. You can just like punch them a couple of times.
Right, but my point, back to my question though, like, what would you possibly have missed in terms of information from the being out?
Well, it's not so much that; it's that people have been there doing whatever they're doing. Like, they could have been on the loot hunt. And if they've got a fuckload of loot already, they do not want to lose that loot. So anyone they see, they're like, this guy could fucking fuck me up, so I'm just going to shoot them, I guess. Is this much more aggro when you go in 10 minutes in? And I don't know that map very well. It's all indoors. There's no fucking mooching around out on your own in the fucking wilderness like you can on the other maps.
But I mean, I suppose, and I'm, sorry to interrupt you mid-sentence, but I suppose my point being, I don't see the difference between you getting in at 30 minutes, you getting in at 20 minutes. I don't see what the difference is.
Well, I've only got 20 minutes to do whatever I want to do.
Well, okay, okay. Well, all right.
That's a big difference.
Okay, well, that's a big difference.
Because I've got to get across the map.
The game structure, I'm just saying, I don't really see how you're affected by the time you drop in. But anyway, go on. So you drop into this new map.
I've only got 20 minutes to do whatever I wanted to do here instead of 30 minutes.
Well, we knew that. So you get in there 20 minutes. What do you do? So tell us your story.
I literally spawn in, I go down this corridor, and there's one of these fucking shredder things, and then another person having a fight of this shredder thing. So I'm just going to back off, let them deal with it. Maybe I'll help them if it gets all a bit fucking hairy. But they just run off down the fucking way, and this thing's just mooching around all aggroed in front of me, and I'm like watching it. And I look to my left, where I spawned in, I see someone running out of the room that I've just spawned in from. was like, oh. So
Spawn point.
I'm like, did they just spawn in? Thinking to myself, or did they just go in there? Is that the guy that I just saw literally a minute ago shooting this thing? He's run off down there and gone in that room looking for something or whatever, and has now come out again. So I'm literally holding G and going up to press don't shoot. And that motherfucker is running towards me, and I'm like, uh-oh. And he shoots me with one of the shittest guns in the game. But it's a level 4 version of the Kettle 4. He had a 4 leveled up version of the Kettle. And I'm literally like, I've got, well, once I've started doing the don't shoot, I'm fucking like, oh my God, I need to fucking get my guns out. I tried to do a little dive out of the way, and he just fucking wrecks me instantly. I was like, well, that was annoying. I spent about 2 minutes in that map, and I'm dead. So then I was like, maybe I won't bother going. Because every time we've gone to the new map, there's a couple of times I've got out alive. It's fucking deadly.
That sounds like fun.
That's where you.
It would be fun if you didn't have to keep replacing all of the shits that you lose.
Is it possible to have scrub loadouts though, and just sort of?
You can go in a free loadout, but it basically we're hiding to nothing because you're just going to get fucked up.
By people with better weapons,
especially if you go in 20 minutes in, like 20,
I don't
10
understand
minutes
how
down.
You're not getting fucked up then, because if you're getting fucked up, if you go in with good weapons.
Well, if I'd have just chosen, if I'd have chosen a different attitude, as soon as that guy started running towards me, because I've been solo, because I've been solos.
Why the game. But this is.
I go with a solo mindset, like it's going to be fairly chill. I'm just going to help people, and we're all going to have a nice time. And this guy decided I'm going to be the fucking twat who's going to go and kill people without speaking.
Which is why it's inevitable that the game becomes a fucking PvP.
No, but it's still not, though. It's weird.
It's not. It's not. But inevitably, you have to have a PvP attitude, don't you? I mean,
I don't know.
There has been talk for a PvE.
That's been there since day one. PvE only. But I'm like, what's the fucking point then? That would be boring. It's that little moment of like, okay, this person's cool, so we can be cool. And we're just going to ignore each other. But this guy was like there was no signs. He was just like, he was just not fucking. He was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to kill everyone on site. I fucking wrecked somebody the other day, and they were like, "What the fuck, bro?" in chat. I was like, "Well, you didn't. I said don't shoot. You never said nothing back, so I just fucking shoot you when you come running towards me."
See, you're the problem. You're an enabler.
No, because like I started to don't shoot. They never respond, and then they run straight at me. I'm like, well, you're going to get
Murderer
fucking killed.
Neil here. Pacifist Dave, are you still on? Is it still on your radar to play, or is it dropping off?
It's still on my radar. Yeah, I like the single player.
I shouldn't keep talking about it dropping off. It's obviously because I've lost all my friends to it, but.
It's just...
people are bumping up against the end game content, and there's not a lot to do once you've completed everything.
Well, you know what's coming this week? Prestige. Send all your shit away. Start a new character from scratch, basically, other than your maps.
That doesn't look very appealing to Dave.
That's lazy. That's lazy content, I think.
Lazy devs.
Look at Fraser, Prestige 86 on fucking Huncho.
81. I'm at Prestige 80. I'll be Prestige 81 by the end of the weekend.
So
yeah.
There's a big update due this week, so we'll see what they bring with that. But yeah, the thought is it's there's been this thing like when you did so much of the stuff. Whatever, I've still got quests to do, but the big thing after you've leveled up to 75, whatever, is to do this caravan project thing where you spend all of your resources building up this caravan to send your raider off into the sunset, and they return fresh with no blueprints, no money. All the maps are unlocked. Some stuff, some stuff you've skill trees reset to 0. And you start all over again.
Well, good luck to anybody who wants to do it. I can't imagine being so sad and prestiging all like that.
I might do it this time.
Yeah, no.
Well, I've spent so many resources on it already that I might as well carry on with it.
Now, here's the question: do you think Griffo goes?
He's done. He's
prestige?
Ready. He's ready to do it. As soon as it comes, he'll be done. He'll be straight in prestige.
He's going on that.
And Sarah
grind.
as well. Sarah. They were both playing last night while I was playing Destiny 2. and I was in the chat with them. So
They're lost, aren't they? They're lost to me. You'll be back.
I might play this week.
All right, let's move on then to Neil's final.
Yeah, so another old game, which is quite a good
Give me
game.
a sec. I'm just gonna.
He's off again.
I mentioned it a couple of weeks back that I don't even remember why. I can't even remember why I started playing it, and I don't remember 2 weeks ago why I started playing it.
I think it's because you knew Hades 2 was coming
Yes,
to
so
something.
yes,
and you
we're
thought,
talking
I
about
haven't played
Hades.
Yeah.
I'm still playing Hades, it turns out. After sort of playing it for a couple of days that 2 weeks ago and then not really playing it for a week, I went back to it and I've played it quite a lot in the last week. It's quite a good game, turns out.
It's
Hades.
a really well-made game.
Yeah, it's quite addictive.
Yeah, I put quite a few hours into it. I
don't know
dropped
how
off.
far you got.
I would say I probably got halfway.
I don't even know how long the game is, how far you
I have no
to
idea
get.
either, but I know I put in a chunk of time on it until I just couldn't play it anymore. I was like, it's not getting any easier. And it's
I don't know how far you managed to get.
I can't remember. I'd have to boot it up.
So the first boss you fight is one of the Furies. I've fought multiple Furies now. I can fairly consistently get past one of those. They do occasionally kill me. And then I'm seeing stuff on this video I haven't seen, so whatever this is not what I've done. Yeah, so the second boss is like these weird dragon things. Bone dragons. I've beaten them a couple of times. But I get to them quite regularly, and quite often they fucking kill me, which is quite annoying. I've unlocked all the weapons. I haven't unlocked half the fucking what they call those things. They're like not boons, because that's what you get from runs. They're like what's the thing in Slay the Spire when you have like a thing that you can select at the start of a game? I don't know. It's like a buff thing, whatever, or a thing that affects the whole run. But you can change it in Hades after each boss. There's like it'll think like add so much health to your thing, and then there's like another one. I'll be like increase the chance of a rare boon coming up next time or whatever. So anyway, I've just been playing lots of Hades. Been playing it almost every day.
Really well made game. It's really slick. The voice acting and the characters are really good. It's got a really, really nice progression system, the weapon style. I just remember all of that being really. I think I just had done my time with it. I was just checking online there. I couldn't remember who the Furies were, but they're those bat-like women, right?
Yeah, well, they've only got one wing.
Yeah, but I think I did about two rounds against them or something. Like
Well, yeah, they're like usually the first boss, but they change. Like first, it's Meg. You always meet Meg, and then you meet.
Yeah, I think I did about 2 or 3 of them. Right, I can't remember.
Well, I've done all. They've met all 3. One of them's a right fucker, who usually kills me. The green one, whoever her name is. She just says murderer constantly. She's a bitch. But the other 2 I can usually beat, but. Yeah, it's just every now and again you just die in a fucking random level.
What are you playing this on?
PC. It's on Game Pass still. It's the original. So which
it's
makes
worth a dive
Hades
in.
2 may eventually come to Game Pass, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, good for you for playing that instead of because I mean it's a great game for sure.
Each run is different.
That is not unknown.
Like there's 6 weapons to choose from when you've unlocked them all, and they play very differently. The last one is basically a fucking machine gun. So spoilers for people that haven't played Hades, of like fucking 6-year-old game or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. For some reason, I remember playing that game a lot in my garage. I don't know why. Must have just been that summer. Yeah, 6 years ago. That would tie in when I was just finishing.
I feel like it's 6 years.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it's a fucking phenomenal game if you haven't played it. I don't know if I'll ever finish it. It gets quite hard. Like once
Yeah,
you've
I think
beaten the
that's what
second
happened to
boss,
me,
it's
right?
quite hard.
I think I just felt like I was like, oh, this is going to be a slog. I think that's what happened. It went from being like, oh, this is interesting and fun and whatever, to like, oh shit, I really, this
I
is going
don't
to now
know.
take.
I feel like I have made progression though. I feel like I'm
Mhm.
like I don't know, when I last played it, I was like I used to just die all the time. And I feel like this time now, I feel like I'm consistently getting to a decent depth. I don't know if you have to do like 3 bosses to finish the game. Looking at the achievements, it doesn't look like there's much more than 3 big bosses. There might be 4, I don't know.
Right. All right.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, look, you said look as though you got a visitor in your room.
Well, he came in the room. He's going to go and get me a beer though if he wants me to do anything on the phone.
Did he not see the red light on outside the door?
I am. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, let's call that a show then. I think that's pretty much it. Let's. I think I can see. I can do a shout out to chat. Lord Quaxel, myself, Sumu, Mint Safe. Thank you all for stopping on by. Much
Lord did
appreciated.
sub as well. Thank you very much.
Oh, he's a star.
Yes.
Hey, I don't care what you say about him behind his back. I think he's all right. Dave, you want to do your outro?
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Seal Podcast. If you'd like to ask questions and get involved, you can contact us on our web form, which is at sealpodcast.com. You can also contact us via email, which is sealpodcast@gmail.com, or join us on a Discord server. A link is pinned on our social medias and the website. We have YouTube and Twitch channels, which we upload and stream to. You've done a shout out for Twitch. That's a wrap. 299.
Nice. All right. Well done. Okay. Dave, enjoy your Christmas party next week.
I'll put up with it. It's I say it's
take one for the
unfortunately
team.
I have
Take one for
to
the team.
attend. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. We've never made these too big a deal. Good. All right. Well, we should be here next week as normal, unless we decide otherwise. Christmas is coming. It's getting exciting.
Christmas
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe. All right. See you later,
I
everyone.
like Christmas.
Yeah, I
Bye.
like Christmas other than work, which sucks. But there we go. Good night,
Say
everyone.
goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Say good night.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Grinchy. Bye, everyone.